welcome back to the Rub Rabbits. There seems to be issues, and not the ones we're usually familiar with. So if you remember my Fields of Magic LP, you'll know how much I absolutely love unicycles, or monocycles as they like to call them in these games. And this is basically the exact same thing. It's monocycle, except now we have very terrifying opposition. At least we get a really nice picture taken of us at the end of every one. Luckily, the passageways are pretty wide, although if you do get cocky like I did just there, you can still fall. But nothing really ever thins out and doesn't do any twists and turns. It's all straight edges. So it's not too bad. I don't know, it just seems easier. At this point, if you haven't noticed yet, one of the big reasons I'm keeping in break times is because there's kind of a separate story going on, so watch out for that. Sometimes you get this picture taken where your guy falls over and ruins the picture, but that seems to be a rare random thing that happens, and I've only ever really seen it once. Bulls. Yeah, I don't think anything bad ever happens with bulls. I'm sure. Running with the theme of reusing mini-games from Fields of Magic, we have Stampede, which is basically Bull, except a lot harder. Instead of real bulls, we have people with bull heads. And they're actually kind of tough to touch because of how skinny they are. It's difficult to explain. Sometimes Red Bull people will come up and they'll have differing hits. Like these guys, they have 10. But in other times, some will have 3, some will have like 12. Just really odd numbers to throw you off. As you can see, there are also stampeding gentlemen, but again, they just want to say hi. You shouldn't hit the stampeding gentleman. The worst part about this section is the perspective, I think, the way it slants down. In Bull, you look at them straight up, but here you're kind of looking down at them, and it makes the spatial judgment really weird. It's, again, difficult to explain. But that's not the hard part. This is the hard part. It starts off like you'd think it would, where you gotta hit it 100 times. Except once she gets down to 20 or 30 hits, she releases these god-awful, terrible hearts. And the thing about these hearts is you have to tap each one of them one by one. You can't slide the screen. You need to take the stylus off the screen and touch it again to get rid of the heart. Oh, that doesn't sound so bad, you may say. Well, then you get stuff like this. And if you have any sort of shaky hand or just finickiness with your precision, you are going to get it. I'd wager to say that this is easily the hardest part of the entire game, by far. Like, the hardest, and my first time playing through, you're able to actually skip one minigame throughout the whole story, and this is the minigame I've had to skip. By the way, this original raw video, 20 minutes long. I'm really good at editing, I'd like to think. Anyway, but once you get through that and you just have to hit her a bunch, then it's okay. We're done with that god-awful mess. Bulls, man.